Hi everyone, Daniel Eigenman here for the Daniel Eigenman Finance Broker Forum. I hope you are all very well and enjoying your weekend. If you are in WA, you know it is the Queen's birthday long weekend and the weather is quite miserable. This is why I'm actually talking to you from my home office in Subiaco right now, and I hope you don't mind. You know that every week I try to provide you with useful information that you can apply hopefully right away into your own situation. And I try to answer questions that I either get or I get my inspiration from people that I meet during the week. You know, as a finance broker, I am lucky to meet lots of different people. I'm lucky to be able to be in a position where I can actually help people achieve their goals and objectives, or sometimes find solutions to tricky situations. And this is what I really love about being a finance broker, is the fact that I meet lots of different people and am in a position to actually help them. I really love that. I mean, for me, the best form of gratitude is a smile that I see or hear over the phone when I can call a client and say, your loan has been approved, or ultimately your loan has settled. So that's who I am, and that's why I love it. Now this week, on Thursday afternoon, I met Fiona. Fiona is a single mother with 2 kids. She went through a divorce last year, and she called me to have a sit down, to have a look at what her options were. Obviously, you can imagine, as a single mother with 2 kids, there's a lot of demand on her time as well as on her finances. And on the bank account, it's probably not looking as flash as it could be. So she wanted to have a chat to see whether anything could be done. And now with every client that I meet, especially the first time, spend a lot of time understanding exactly who they are, what the circumstances are, their requirements, objective, etc., so that when we talk about options, I know that they are actually relevant to the client, to the unique circumstances of that particular client. In her case, really, it came to asking her one very important question. First, I asked her, what is most important to you? Is it to find a home loan, a product with a lower interest rate, so that we can reduce the amount of repayment that you make every month? Or would you like to have a look at your overall situation, where we can find ways of improving not just the repayment on your home loan, but also your overall cash flow? And that basically means that you look at the overall situation, you look at the home loan, but you also look at credit cards, personal loans, and any other debt that I would define as being expensive, because you know that a credit card debt is very expensive, could be about 20%. Personal loans can be expensive as well. So one way of improving the cash flow is to look at your expensive debt and try to turn that expensive debt into a cheaper debt. And the way we would do that is to consolidate expensive debt into your home loan. And by doing this, you would obviously reduce your repayments. For example, in her case, she had a car loan. She was paying $733 per month. And by refinancing that into her home loan, we were able to reduce the repayments by hundreds of dollars, and therefore improve her cash flow quite dramatically. I mean, to most people, $500 a month more in a bank account would make quite a big difference. Now, this is a great way of improving your cash flow, but it's not a great way of reducing the amount of interest that you're going to end up paying at the end of the loan term. Why? Because by turning your car loan or credit card loan debt into a home loan debt, you're effectively you're taking a short-term debt and turning that into a long-term debt. What does that mean? Yes, repayments are going to go down, but they're only going to go down because you have a lot longer to pay it off. But you're going to end up, if you actually look at it, you're going to end up paying a lot more in interest. Why? Because you're carrying that debt for a lot longer. It could be up to 30 years if you're refinancing your home loan from scratch. So always remember, what is your primary focus? Not only long-term, but also short-term. In her case, it was really a matter of trying to improve her cash flow right now. So what we did, we refinanced, or we consolidated her debt into her home loan. But I've also made sure that she understands that she has turned short-term debt into a long-term debt. And it's also put into place a plan to when in a year or two to actually start making inroads in her loan so that she can pay off sooner and therefore pay less interest. All right, so my message really today is to understand the difference between saving on interest and improving your cash flow. Remember, these things are not always the same. It is important that you understand the difference. I hope that was helpful for you today. I hope you still have a very nice rest of the long weekend. If you're in WA, enjoy the long weekend tomorrow. And Dallas, enjoy your home op or your party tonight. Unfortunately, Jackie and I can't make it, but have fun. I'm sure I see lots of pictures on Facebook. To everyone else, have a great week. I'll see you next week. Again, if you got any questions, call me on 0412 022 110 or leave a message down on Facebook or IM me directly. Thanks. Have a nice week. Bye.